Yeah, Senegal is going to be playing Botswana. And this one too is another classic David versus Goliath. Because the Senegalese team is very, very strong. And if you look at the way they have top players almost in every top side in Europe. And I expect Senegal to win this quite comfortably. I think this is the second time that they are making it to the AFCON. So I expect Senegal to win this. In fact, Senegal is one of the favorites after Morocco, Egypt, and maybe Nigeria. Yeah. So Senegal, and like fine wine, Sadio Mane continues to age with grace. So he will beat the team again with his experience and his skill. They have a couple of very good guys too. They have
Kamara in midfield.
They have Papasa. They have Idrissa Gueye. They have Kalidou Koulibaly, who is a stalwart in their defense. So they have a very, very strong spine.
And what I like about them is it's collective because they play the way the French team plays.
Sure.
Press.
Yeah.
High press, fluid, passing, dribbling. They're good in all fields in the midfield and in attack. Yeah. Their only weakness sometimes is that they leave their center backs. They leave too much space between the midfield and their center backs. They leave too much. But the way they're playing is going to be very tough because they're going to keep coming forward and forward. And when they come forward, it's rhythmic play between their midfielders and everything. So they're the type of team, just sort of like France. Sometimes you can catch them on the counterattack.
Sure.
But they're deadly. They're deadly. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Afolabi, when you show us the screen?
Yeah, so basically, Nicolas Jackson, Chelsea striker
that guy is deadly.
Yeah, he went on loan to Bayern Munich, so we expect him to lead the line, along with Ismaila Sarr, Sadio Mane. So that looks like a very fearsome front three. And then they have a very strong midfield too, Pape Gueye, Idrissa Gana Gueye, and Matassa. And then you have the spine of Kalidou Koulibaly, Niakate, Diop, and Jacobs. And of course, you remember Mendy. Mendy was Chelsea's goalkeeper before he went to
Mendy goalkeeper.
I remember,
yeah. So they have a very formidable
This front three is better than Nigeria's front three. Let me tell you why. Nigeria has a better number 9. But with these three guys together, they interplay better than the 3-4 interplay together. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And Nicolas Jackson's, he's more of a sort of like a false 9, right? Afolabi.
Yes, he's like a false 9, yes.
Yeah, but that's okay because with the style of play, he's able to coordinate with his, getting the way he plays, positioning himself, and also being able to give the ball back or receive crosses and everything. Yeah. So it's a different style of play.
He will be very fresh because he hasn't played too many games. You know, he was basically bought as a cover for Harry Kane. So Harry Kane keeps playing in Bayern Munich. So he hasn't played too many games. So he will be very fresh for this tournament. And I believe.
And he's dangerous because
no injury threats.
The guy makes very good runs too, very fast and very good runs.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
He makes very good runs.
All right. Okay, thanks. So what are your thoughts, Mr.? So anyway, my thought is that there's no way. If Senegal doesn't beat Botswana 2-0, then I usually say, they say low block. No. They have to beat these guys at least 2-0. Even if they beat them 2-0, that's when they'll just say, okay, we don't need to score more goals. I'm serious.
Sure.
I don't expect Senegal to destroy these guys, but they should completely control this game and be able to and win easily. Even if it's 1-0, they may win 1-0 and relax.
Sure.
But I don't want to come and hear something about this is Africa, so we draw. No. We can't do that shit. What are your thoughts, Mr. Wari?
You know the funniest thing about this Nations Cup. Number one, no team is underdog. Even though from when you look at it on paper, we know that some teams are underdog. But in football right now, even in Europe, you cannot underrate anybody. So we know that Senegal, they are one of the favorites to win this AFCON. But, in football, you don't take your opponent for granted because these people, like, if Senegal should win, Botswana, it's not a big deal. But if Botswana should beat Senegal, it's a big deal. So the pressure will be on Senegal. But even though the pressure will be on Senegal, their players are experienced players, like Sarr. And he plays for Crystal Palace, and that's the player I fancy because the guy is flexible. Yeah, that's the player I was trying to remember some weeks ago. He plays for Crystal Palace. The guy is good. Then top of Nicolas Jackson, he's physical and he's skillful. Then top of the father of all, Mane. So if you go to their defense, Koulibaly was once in Chelsea.
Yeah,
he was once Chelsea's captain. the keeper was once a Chelsea goalkeeper. So they what's it called? The Senegalese, they are a balanced team. They don't have any issue. But the thing is that the pressure will be on them because they are playing against underdogs. And underdogs, they come out fully to play. But they shouldn't forget to lock their back, because by the time you come out to play with all these big teams, they can just take you on, hit you on counter, and the next might be something else. So I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Very interesting, yeah. Once again, though, like I said, though, at some point, I know that this is Africa. Senegal cannot afford to draw a match like this. They need to win.
Yeah,
sure. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, though. I know if Botswana draws the Senegal, the South African fans will be saying, you see, South Africa.
Botswana is in South Africa. It's the southern part of Africa.
Yeah, it's in the southern part of Africa, yeah. So I'm sure that their fans will be... So, Afolabi, you're showing us something here.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you that they have loads of pace up front, and they can interchange. Sadio Mane can move to the 9th position. Nicholas Jackson can move to the right or the left.
Yeah.
Very fluid front three. Very, very fluid front three. That's what I'm trying to say.
So their front three is fluid. Nigeria's front three is explosive and powerful, but these guys are fluid. Very fluid. And in fact, the whole Senegalese team is very fluid. Personally, I have them as my favorites for the tournament. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Senegal, Morocco, Nigeria, South Africa. I think these are the favorites. Yeah. Egypt.
South Africa no day yet too. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. South Africa is not
sorry.
South Africa is still fighting teams like Egypt. Egypt is a good team. I mean, those are the second level. Egypt, South Africa.
They are obstacle.
I was even wondering, why have people ignored Algeria?
Oh yeah, Algeria's keeping quiet.
Is Mahrez still playing?
Yeah, Mahrez
that plays for Leicester City.
Riyad Mahrez is the captain, and they are playing, and they're a North African team as well. So never rule them out.
Okay. So
yeah, I think this AFCON is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.